Major efforts are underway tonight to reposition Barbados as an all-round tourist destination. The strategies being put in place are expected to benefit all stakeholders and provide a big boost to the economy. Those initiatives have been outlined by Tourism Minister Ian Gooding-Edghill and his team during the estimates debate. Wendy Burke joins us now to tell us more. Good evening, Wendy.
Good evening to you, Pearson. Increasing airlift is one of the areas tourism officials are reporting major success with. The Tourism Minister says their efforts are designed to encourage economic growth and position the island to better handle external shocks. But the plan is also to attract more long-stay visitors.
The combined services from American and Delta will increase seasonal capacity into Barbados by 65,000 seats from the United States for this coming winter season. United Airlines will offer a year-round service from both Newark, New Jersey and Washington Dulles through 2024, with opportunities for additional capacity under review. American Airlines will maintain the 3 daily flights from Miami and a daily service from Charlotte through September 2024. However, the intention is to commence daily services from New York, which gives obviously additional boosts from the northeastern corridor.
Improving the sector's performance during the summer period is also a priority. The Tourism Minister has been speaking about plans which include hosting major sporting events and conferences.
We are creating partnerships with schools through the summer for football, netball, and cricket training camps here in Barbados, for choirs and other meeting and incentives group opportunities. We are establishing strategic partnerships with UK and Irish media. We are promoting the destination as an eco-friendly accommodation. Of course, we will leverage World Cup in June to encourage the British travelers to experience the series and, of course, the finals on the island. And we will continue to grow our golf tournaments on island.
The efforts to boost airlift and arrivals has also been bearing fruit based on the business being done at the Grantley Adams International Airport. Chief Executive Officer Hadley Bourne says at present the facility has a capacity to handle at maximum 1,600 passengers an hour, but this number is usually surpassed by an additional 1,000 passengers during peak times. And he says it isn't only passengers that need to be accommodated, but the number of aircraft.
At any given time, we could have as many as 19 wide bodies on the ground within that 4 or 5 hour period. And any delays in any operational activity could cause the aircraft to actually have to hold for a parking position. And one of the things the minister has been challenging us is now in terms of looking to redevelop and expand our ramp area for additional aircraft. We are one of the few airports in the region that can facilitate Code F aircraft. And when I say Code F, the larger aircraft, the Airbus 380. But even with that additional capacity that we would have had in our airport runway rehabilitation and expansion in 2021, 2022, we've already outgrown that expansion.
Air traffic control, meanwhile, manages just over 120 flights per day during the busy winter season. This is according to Chief Air Traffic Control Officer Glyne Blanchett.
We spoke about having the aircraft on the ground, but we need to more or less assist these aircraft through the Barbados airspace to get them on the ground. So on any given day, yeah, we have congestion, and how we handle this traffic is basically the procedures that we utilize. The way we do things must change because we realize that going forward now, there's a growth in air traffic. So how we do things must change. We must look at reorganizing the Barbados airspace, and we must look at the other procedures. So as the Air Navigation Service Department, that is the first step. We have to now look at capacity.
Thorne believes Barbadians need to join with tourism stakeholders in contributing to the development of the sector. Mr. Thorne says the efforts of workers within the industry cannot go unnoticed, especially given the seasonal nature of their jobs.
The maids, the waiters, the taxi drivers, the vendors who are supported by this industry. We need to say to them, as Barbadians outside of the industry, that we support the industry. And we need to support the industry because there's the other recognition that it is seasonal.
Meanwhile, the Bridgetown Port is reporting it has taken a financial hit from the reduction in port charges between last year and this year. Chief Executive Officer David Jean-Marie put the figure at just over 11 million. He says this reduction in cost on container charges has been done to benefit consumers. He says a study was done by the largest shipping line and the Chamber of Commerce, and they saw a 1 to 3% impact on prices depending on the value of the item. However, he says the port costs are not the only factor.
A tin of corned beef average is about $6 per tin. And at 3%, the higher end, and this is a price which includes markups, that's 18 cents. A 10% reduction, therefore, is just 2 cents. So the port's impact by reducing the prices by that percentage is small. That's really what it is. But it is still an attempt to contain the cost of doing business and the cost of goods. We have no control over freight. We have no control over the other players in the industry, the importers, the other players who are charged. I have as a fact, I have information of an entity that moved its handling charge on a 40-foot container around the same time that we reduced our prices from $75 per 40-foot container to $200.
Mr. Jean-Marie has also revealed upgrades to the infrastructure and equipment at the Bridgetown Port are in the works. He says the construction of berth 6 will tremendously increase the port's capacity and reduce the time goods are held on the ground. That's it from the Estimates Debates. Pearson.
Wendy, thank you.